Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. I apologize if my voice is all fucked up. I just got out of the hospital today. I've been having some issues going on with my medical condition, and I got to see a specialist at the end of the month. But today, I went to the emergency room. It was relatively easy. They just pumped me full of IV fluids and did blood work. That's pretty much it. But for whatever reason, my voice is like all fucked up from it. But I want to talk about something that I did not expect to watch today. And in a way, this is not so much about basketball as it is about the athletes themselves. I mean, like, I made the fucking bed for this video. Like, that's pretty crazy, because normally I don't do that. Normally I just leave it the way it is, because I got a personal reason for why I'll leave the bed fucked up. And it's mostly because of my cat that passed away. A lot of people don't know that, but I used to purposely leave like my bed all fucked up, because when my cat was alive before he passed away of cancer, if I made my bed, my cat would come in and purposely fuck it up. And my way of kind of like coping with his loss was to just leave the bed fucked up, because it made me feel like, you know, his presence was still around. But today, this video is a little different. I watched an interview by The Pivot with Ryan Clark on Michael Beasley. Now, I'm a little late to the show on this. This interview came out like a year ago, but I never saw it. And today was one of those days where I just had time. So I decided to watch the whole thing. And let me tell you something, man. This is maybe one of the most like intense and powerful interviews by an athlete I've ever seen. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. Michael Beasley went on the podcast, and Ryan Clark, basically the host of it, was expecting to talk about basketball. Like that's what he was expecting to talk about. And basically, they got Michael Beasley's life story, and it completely changes your perspective on Michael Beasley. I remember when Michael Beasley was drafted, I was only a middle schooler, but even I am guilty to like thinking that like smoking weed was really fucking him up. I was one of those people that was like, oh, like the shorts incident. I don't know if you guys know about this, but Michael Beasley, Beasley. He played a game where, for the Lakers, where he came out with the wrong shorts on. He like forgot to wear Lakers shorts. Like there's like a 21-second clip on it, if I'm correct. He like came out in the wrong outfit or something. And people like clowned him over it, man. Like even I thought it was kind of funny, because I was like, Michael Beasley came out in the wrong shorts. Like, what the fuck is he doing? And like a lot of people really thought like something was actually like wrong with him. And he's definitely got like a lot of childhood trauma he needs to work through. Yeah, they were playing the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he's got like these black Lakers shorts on. He didn't even realize he had the wrong color shorts on. So people clowned him for it, man. Like people really like made fun of him. And little do you know that like his mother got diagnosed with cancer. And then like his mother, I think, passed away that week. And then on top of it, like he had another like family member or friend close to him die like a week later. And like he talks about how like there was nobody there. He's got nobody to talk to. Like all he does is play basketball and stay in his house. And like I just think to myself, man, like he talks about who he is and his childhood and how like everybody stole from him, like his financial advisor, his mother, his like the list goes on of the amount of people that stole money from him. And it's really, really sad. It will actually at some point bring a tear to your eye, because at some point he just says like one of the highlights of the interview and the clip that got shared around social media so much is like, he says, man, I've been looking for good people for so long. He's like, I'm tired. And like he actually starts crying, because like he has nobody in his corner that he can talk to or speak to. I mean, even the people that he has talked to, he says it just turns into information. You know, and like even for me, like I've never watched a basketball interview and after watching it feel like I'm a better person for watching it. And you know what, for me, like it helps me understand the Michael Beasley story a little more. So with that being said, I did want to make kind of an announcement in this video, and that is that I've been pretty hard on like Russell Westbrook and Shaedon Sharpe. Those are the two guys I think I've been the most harsh on my channel. And some of the old school Russell Westbrook videos that I've made, some of them got a lot of views. You know, if players have a bad game, I'm always going to say they have a bad game. But I don't think I'm going to go in on them as hard as I used to. You know, watching this interview kind of made me realize that, like, you know, like I've always understood that like athletes are people too. But like, you know, if a player, like I've never clowned a player for crying after a game. Like I know he brings that up, how Dwight Howard was crying in front of like 20 million people, and like people clown him for that. Like I'm never gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know there's people who clown on Joel Embiid for crying after like a second round loss, stuff like that. I've never been that person. I'll never be that person to like, you know, laugh at someone else crying. But as far as like just being like super crazy harsh, I mean, unless I really feel like a player deserves it or someone deserves it, like the Malika Andrews videos, those are staying up. Like those videos, she 110% deserves any backlash she gets at this point for what she did to Joe Mazzulla, and you know, just even what she did to like Kendrick Perkins and stuff. Like there are certain situations where I feel like, you know what, a tongue lashing is warranted. But as far as Russell Westbrook goes, I think I've been the most lax. And I'm not really gonna do that anymore, I don't think. You know, I don't even really know how much I think Russell Westbrook will still continue to play, but he's never gonna get a major contract like he had ever again. But if you want to see an interview that like truly changes your life and like makes you think about athletes differently, I highly recommend watching the Pivot podcast with Michael Beasley as a guest. There's people even asking for like a follow-up to this, and it's really a kind of crazy intense interview. Like Michael Beasley does not trust anybody, and it's really sad. Like it's sad to watch. So anyway, guys, we're working on like 8 minutes here. I just wanted to bring that up because you know, it's very rare that I watch a full 43-minute basketball interview or a full 43 minutes anything on YouTube, unless it's like something I'm actually super interested in. And this was one of those things where it was like, it took me like a couple minutes to really get hooked on it, but like the 25-minute mark and beyond is really, really good. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. Like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more on the Fast Break Report. And I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.